Here is the Dell notebook. It's an XPS series, the 1210. And this thing is pretty much maxed out to what you can possibly have it as. Right now installed is 4 gigs of RAM, a 256 MB Nvidia graphics card, and has a webcam, a 12.1 inch widescreen. So there's not really much more you can add to this. And has a 9-cell battery in the back that kind of sticks out. But if I were to have the 6-cell, it wouldn't stick out, but then you lack the battery life. And off to the side you can see there's a remote control that controls my media, so I don't have to sit so close to the notebook to change songs. And this is what it looks like obviously when the lid's closed. And you can see while the lid's closed there's glowing buttons. Those are media buttons as well, so you can control the DVDs or the music just on the top there. And I'll just open it up, and it's running Windows Vista Premium Edition. And this is what it looks like when it's open. It's a fairly small one due to it's only a 12-inch notebook. So in there you can see the webcam there. And what's really neat about this webcam is it can rotate. So if you want to see anything from the back, you don't have to turn your notebook around. You can just see it from there. And you can just rotate it back and front. And it has a microphone on both sides. And there's some buttons there. The farthest one to the left there is Media Direct, which you can turn that on instead of turning on your notebook, and you can just turn to the media part of the notebook. The middle obviously is the power on, which is lit up, and the camera button access the webcam instantly. And off to the right hand side is all the lights, and this one has Bluetooth as well. That's how the remote works. It's all Bluetooth. That's lit up blue, and the wireless LAN card. But yeah, this is a pretty potent notebook for the size. It competes against a lot of 17-inch notebooks that are out there because of the card it has in there. It's 256, and it's a pretty potent card for today's gaming. It runs all the games I have so far, and that is like Battlefield 2142 and the latest in Flight Simulator, Test Drive Unlimited. Those are awesome games, and they could play pretty good on this machine. And well, I'll show you some of the ports it comes with if you're not familiar with this model. Off on the right hand side there is a telephone line in, and it comes with 4 USBs in this machine, and there's 2 on each side. There's 2 there. And right next to that is the Super Video out. And what's neat about this is there's a button right there that I can switch on and off for Wi-Fi, where I can, even it'll find Wi-Fi in the area if you're traveling while the machine's even off. Has a little LED light there that will blink. And after there is a PCIe slot card where that media card I showed just slides right in there to charge the battery up when not in use. And I already told you about the front end of the notebook, the buttons, but also at the very bottom is some inputs where you can have 2 headphone jacks in there. You can listen to up to 2 people, and a microphone in. That's really neat on the road. And off to this side, we have a DVD and CD rewrite drive. And off to this is a FireWire port and the other two USBs and external monitor out. Now on the back I talked about the 9-cell battery, how it kind of sticks out. You can kind of tell there up close. It really sticks out, but I'd rather have longer battery than shorter on the road. And there's another port there for the landline for high-speed networking. And off to the far side there is the power input. And that's what the back kind of looks like when it's open. It's a pretty thin monitor too. Kind of thin when you actually close it. It's pretty much how thin it really looks. It weighs 4 pounds with the 9-cell battery. Everything in there weighs. So it's not too bad for this type of notebook. Most notebooks weigh up to like 9 pounds. If you were to get any of the other XPS notebooks from Dell, the 17-inch style size, they would be 9 to 10 pounds to carry around. A lot more bulky. But now Dell has another notebook that's a 13.3 inch, which is pretty much similar to this. Really. Well, I believe I saw that notebook and I tested that notebook for gaming, and this notebook, the M1210, walks it. There is still no comparison. Has all the same features that the other one offers you, but this one, the webcam rotates. On the M13 it doesn't. And yeah, pretty much everything else is the same. Media buttons, controller, they're all the same. Just if you're into multimedia and gaming, the M1210 is still the best notebook to get. And the keyboard, like the layout of the keyboard, it's beautiful, it's easy to type on. The mouse, it's quite small, but that's what you get with an ultra portable notebook. So everything is small, obviously. So, but yeah, it's an Intel Centrino dual core. This one's at a 2.2, which is fairly high-ended notebooks. And yeah, this is pretty much the M1210. So, hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough of this notebook. Take care.